Sit tight, I'm gonna need you to keep time. Come on, just snap, snap, snap your fingers for me. Good, good, now we're making some progress. Come on, just tap, tap, tap your toes to the beat. And I believe this may call for a proper introduction. Well, don't you see? I'm the narrator and this is just a prologue. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen, or we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen, or we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Applause, applause, no wait, wait. Dear studio audience, I've an announcement to make. It seems the artists these days are not who you think, so we'll pick back up on that on another page. And I believe this may call for a proper introduction, and well, don't you see? I'm the narrator and this is just a prologue. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen, or we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen, or we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Swear to shake it up, you swear to listen, swear to shake it up, you swear to listen, swear to shake it up, you swear to listen, swear to shake it up, swear to shake it up. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen, or we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen, or we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes. Da 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 da. Stop stalling, make a name for yourself, or you better put the pen and paper, chime in way out. If you talk, you better walk, you better back your shit up with more than good hooks while you're all under the gun. Start talking a sensationalist, always slightly clever to just a certain extent. If you talk, you better walk, you better keep your mouth shut with more than good hooks while you're all under the gun. Panic, meet the press. It's time for us to take a chance. It's time for us to take a chance. Panic, meet the press. It's time for us to take a chance. It's time for us. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. I'm burning and I'm black in my lungs, boy, you know it feels good with fire back on your tongue. If you talk, you better walk, you better back your shit up with more than good hooks while you're all under the gun. Start talking a sensationalist, oh, he's slightly clever to just a certain extent. Whoa, keep quiet, let us sing like the dawn. Then decide if it's done with purpose or lack thereof. Just for the record, the weather today is slightly sarcastic with a good chance of A. Indifference and B. Disinterest in what the critics say. It's time for us to take a chance. It's time for us. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. While we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. La 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 la. Ooh whoa, ooh whoa. La 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 la. Ooh whoa. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. Well, we're just a wet dream for the web scene. Make us hit, make us hit, make us scene. Or shrug us off your shoulders, don't approve a single word that we wrote. Just for the record, the weather today is slightly sarcastic with a good chance of A. Indifference and B. Disinterest in what the critics say. Watch your mouth, because your speech is slurred enough that you just might swallow your tongue. I'm sure you would want to give up the ghost with just a little more poison that. Or was it God who chokes in these situations? Running late, oh no, he called in. Or was it God who chokes in these situations? Running late, oh no, he called in. The hospice is a relaxed scene, we can't get away where you're a cut above all the rest. Sick and sad patients on first name basis with all the top physicians. Prescribe pills to offset the shakes, to offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. That's when you stutter something profound to the support on the line. And with the way you've been talking, every word gets you a step closer to hell. That's when you stutter something profound to the support on the line. And with the way you've been talking, every word gets you a step closer to hell. Prescribe pills to offset the shakes, to offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. Prescribe pills to offset the shakes, to offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. I am alone in this bed, house at hand. She never fixes this, but at least I am alone in this bed. Ooh, she never fixes this, but at least she prescribe pills to offset the shakes, to offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. Prescribe pills to offset the shakes, to offset the pills. You know you should take it a day at a time. The hospice is a relaxing, we can get away where you're a cut above all the rest. Sick and sad patients on first name basis with all the top physicians. The IV and your hospital bed. This was no accident, this was a therapeutic chain of events. This is the scent of dead skin on a linoleum floor. This is the scent of quarantine wings in a hospital. It's not so pleasant and it's not so conventional. It sure as hell ain't normal, but we deal. The anesthetic never set in and I'm wondering where the apathy and urgency is that I thought I found. It's not so pleasant and it's not so conventional. It sure as hell ain't normal, but we deal. Just sit back, just sit back. Just sit back and relax. Just sit back, just sit back. Just sit back and relapse again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Sit back, relax again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Just sit back, just sit back. Your regular decorated emergency. Your regular decorated emergency. This is the scent of dead skin on a linoleum floor. This is the scent of quarantine wings in a hospital. It's not so pleasant and it's not so conventional. It sure as hell ain't normal, but we deal. The anesthetic never set in and I'm wondering where the apathy and urgency is that I thought I found. It's not so pleasant and it's not so conventional. It sure as hell ain't normal, but we deal. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Sit back, relax again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Just sit back, just sit back. Sit back, relax, sit back, ba-ba-ba-da. You can take the kid out of the fight. Your regular decorated emergency, the bruises and contusions will remind me what you did when you wake. Move for your place and stop the ICUs, all of them. Camera got you causing a commotion on the gurney again. Your regular decorated emergency, the bruises and contusions will remind me what you did when you wake. You've earned your place atop the ICU's Hall of Fame. Camera caught you causing a commotion on the gurney again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Sit back, relax again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Just sit back, relax, sit back, ba-ba-ba-da. You can take the kid out of the fight. The IV and your hospital bed. This was no accident. This was a therapeutic chain of events. Well, she's not bleeding on the ballroom floor just for the attention, 'cause that's just ridiculously well, she sure is gonna get it. Here's the setting, fashion magazines line the walls now. The walls line the bullet holes. Have some composure, where is your posture? Oh no, you're pulling the trigger, oh wrong. Have some composure, where is your posture? Oh no, you're pulling the trigger, oh wrong. Give me malice, give me your attention. Give me malice, baby, give me a break. When I say shotgun, you say wedding. Shotgun wedding. Well, she didn't choose this role, but she'll play it and make it sincere, so you cry. Give me a break. Well, they believe it from the tears in the teeth, right down to the blood at her feet. Boys will be boys, hiding in estrogen and wearing aubergine dreams. Give me a break. Have some composure, where is your posture? Oh no. is screaming, this is screaming, this is screaming for the world. Boys will be boys, baby. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys, baby. Boys will be boys. Gimme Yebby, gimme Malice, gimme your attention. Gimme Yebby, gimme Malice, baby, gimme a break. When I say shotgun, you say wedding. Shotgun wedding, shotgun wedding. Boys will be boys, hiding in estrogen, and boys will be boys. Boys will be boys, hiding in estrogen and wearing a virgin dreams. Is it still me that makes you sweat? Am I who you think about in bed? When the lights are dim and your hands are shaking as you're sliding off your dress, think of what you did and how I hope to God he was worth it. When the lights are dim and your heart is racing as your fingers touch your skin, I got more wit, a better kiss, hotter touch, a better fuck than any boy you'll ever meet, sweetie, you had me. Girl, I was it, look past the sweat, a better love deserving of exchanging body heat in the passenger seat. No, 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 you know it will always just be me. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. So testosterone boys and Harlequin girls, will you dance to this beat and hold all of her claws? So testosterone boys and Harlequin girls, will you dance to this beat and hold all of her claws? So I guess we're back to us, so cameraman, swing the focus, in case I lost my train of thought. Where was it that we last left off? Oh, now I do recall, we were just getting to the part where the shock sets in and the stomach acid finds a new way to make you get sick. I hope you didn't expect to get all of the attention. Let's not get selfish, did you really think I'd let you kill this chorus? Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. So testosterone boys and Harlequin girls, will you dance to this beat and hold all of her claws? So testosterone boys and Harlequin girls, will you dance to this beat and hold all of her claws? Dance to this beat. Dance to this beat. Dance to this beat. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster. I've got more wit, a better kiss, hotter touch, a better fuck than any boy you'll ever meet, sweetie, you had me. Girl, I was it, look past the sweat, better love deserving of exchanging body heat in the passenger seat. No, 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 you know it will always just be me. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. So testosterone boys and Harlequin girls, will you dance to this beat and hold all of her claws? So testosterone boys and Harlequin girls, will you dance to this beat and hold all of her claws? So testosterone boys and Harlequin girls, dance to this beat. So testosterone boys and Harlequin girls. Faster, faster. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster. Now I'm of consenting age to be forgetting you in a cabaret somewhere downtown where a burlesque queen may even ask my name as she sheds her skin on stage. I'm seated and sweating to a dance song on the club's PA. The strip joint veteran sits to a way, smirking between dignified tips of his dignified peach and lime daiquiri. And isn't this exactly where you'd like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and banging naivety. Oh, isn't this exactly where you'd like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and banging naivety. Oh, but I'm afraid that I may have faked it and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place. Well, I'm afraid that well, that's right, well, I'm infected and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place. And isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Oh, isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Well, I'm afraid that I'm infected and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place. Well, I'm afraid that well, that's right, well, I'm infected and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place. And isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Oh, isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Praying for love and paying in naivety. Praying for love and paying in naivety, oh. Oh, well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. Yes, but what a shame the poor groom's bride is all. I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of, well, in fact, we'll all look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne. Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically, our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne, pour the champagne. I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. Closing a damn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? No, it's much better to face these these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. Give us this day our daily dose of full affliction. Forgive our sins, forged at the pulpit with forked tongue, selling faux sermons. 'Cause I am a new wave gospel sharp, and you'll be thy witness. So gentlemen, if you're gonna preach, for God's sakes, preach with conviction. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Just stay where I can see you. Douse the lights! We sure are in for a show tonight. In this little number we're graced by two displays of character. We've got the gunslinger extraordinaire, walking contradiction. And I for one can see no blood from the heart and the wrist you allegedly slit. And I for one won't stand for this. If the scene were a parish, you'd all be condemned. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Just stay where I can see you, douse the lights. We sure are in for a show tonight. Just stay where I can see you, douse the lights. We sure are in for a show tonight. Stay where I can see you, douse the lights. La da 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 da, da 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 da, la da 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 da. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Strike up the band, whoa, the conductor is beckoning. Come, congregation, let's sing it like you mean it. No, don't you get it, don't you get it now, don't you move. Don't you move. Don't you move. Strike up the band. Please leave all overcoats, canes, and top hats with the doorman. From that moment you'll be out of place and under duress. I'm wrecking this evening already and loving every minute of it, ruining this banquet for the mildly inspiring end. Please leave all overcoats, canes, and top hats with the doorman. From that moment you'll be out of place and under duress. I'm wrecking this evening already and loving every minute of it, ruining this banquet for the mildly inspiring end. When you're in black slacks with accentuating off-white pinstripes, whoa, everything goes according to plan. I'm the new cancer, never look better, you can't stand it because you say so under your breath to your reading lips. When did he get all confident? Haven't you heard that I'm the new cancer? Never look better and you can't stand it. Next is a trip to the ladies' room in vain, and I bet you just can't keep up with these fashionistas. And tonight you are a whispering campaign. I bet to them your name is cheap. I bet to them you look like shh. Talk to the mirror, oh, choke back tears, and keep telling yourself that I'm a diva. Oh, and the smoke's in that cigarette box on the table, they just so happen to be laced with nitroglycerin. I'm the new cancer, never look better, you can't stand it because you say so under your breath to your reading lips. When did he get all confident? Haven't you heard that I'm the new cancer? Never look better and you can't stand it. Haven't you heard that I'm the new cancer? I've never looked better and you can't stand it. Haven't you heard that I'm the new cancer? I've never looked better and you can't stand it. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted when I spike the punch. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out when no one's sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted when I spike the punch. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted when I spike the punch. It's these substandard motels on the la corner of 4th and Fremont. Straight appealing only cause they're just that unappealing. Any practiced Catholic would cross themselves upon entering. The rooms have a hint of asbestos and maybe just a dash of formaldehyde, and the habit of decomposing right before your very eyes, along with the people inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Tonight 10-inch range from a lawyer and a virgin, since rising with a rosary tucked inside her lingerie. She's getting a job at the firm come Monday. The missus will stay with the cheating attorney. Moonlighting aside, she really needs this money. A wonderful caricature of intimacy. Yeah. And not to mention the constable and his proposition for that virgin, yes, the one the lawyer met with on Strictly Business. As he said to the missus, well, only hours before, after he had left, she was fixing her face in a compact. There was a terrible crash. There was a terrible crash between her and the bed. She spilled her purse and her bag and held the purse of a different kind, along with the people inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy inside. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy. There are no raindrops on roses and girls in in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths. Shade of the sheets and before all the stains, and a few more of your least favorite things. Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths. Shade of the sheets and before all the stains, and a few more of your least favorite things. Inside, what a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Inside, what a wonderful caricature of intimacy. Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches and taking baths. Shade of the sheets and before all the stains, and a few more of your least favorite things. Raindrops on roses and the girls in white dresses and the sleeping with the roaches and the taking baths. Shade of the sheets and before all the stains, and a few more of your least favorite things.